Over the last 8 years, we've spoken with thousands of property management companies that are looking to achieve growth goals. And in that process, we've noticed a lot of property management companies will set a growth goal without actually figuring out what they need to do to accomplish that goal. So in today's video, I'm going to walk you through a quick exercise that you can use to help reverse engineer your growth goals to make sure that you can actually accomplish that goal. So without further ado, I'm going to head on over to my screen and walk you through this. So now that we're on my screen, I'm going to walk you through how to figure out how to accomplish your growth goals in the coming year. So the first thing you need to know is, obviously, if you want to hit your growth goals, you need to consistently be acquiring leads that are going to allow you to achieve the growth goal that you set out. And in order to hit your growth goals, you also need to know your numbers. This is crucial. You can't just set a goal of saying, I want to add on 100 new properties under management this year and not know your numbers. So we're going to walk through an example of exactly the type of numbers you need to know in order to make sure that you hit your goals. So the first thing you want to ask yourself is, how many new doors do you want to add on under management? Now, you can use the exact same type of calculation, but for revenue goals. And obviously you would just change out the numbers a little bit. But ultimately, in this example, for simplicity, I'm going to use the number of doors under management. So let's say I want to add on 100 new doors under management. I'm currently managing 400 properties, and by next year, this time, I want to be managing 500 properties. The first thing you need to figure out is, what is your normal churn? How many doors do you normally lose per year? And what I recommend doing is taking a look at the last 3 years and coming up with an average number of properties you've lost per year for various reasons, whether it's the owner chooses to sell or you just lost the management agreement, whatever it might be. Let's say that you look at that and you figure out, okay, I lose on average 30 doors per year. That means you need to add on 130 doors this coming year in order to hit your growth goal of 100 new doors under management, or essentially growing your company by 100 new doors. Now that you know you need to add on 130 new doors under management, you then need to figure out, how many clients does that mean I need to bring on? So what you want to do is figure out, on average, how many properties does a client of mine own that I manage? So let's say your average client has 2 properties that you manage. That would mean you need to bring on 65 new clients in order to hit your goal of bringing on 130 new doors, which will ultimately lead you to accomplishing your goal of growing by 100 new properties. So now that you know you need to add on 65 new clients, you then need to figure out, how many leads does that mean I need to generate in order to actually close 65 new clients? And in order to determine that, you need to figure out what your average close rate is. So let's say that you close 1 in 4 prospects you speak to. That would mean your average close rate is 25%. So knowing that you have a 25% close rate and you want to add on 65 new clients, that would mean you need to generate 260 new leads. So now that you need to generate 260 new leads, you need to take a hard look in the mirror and ask yourself, am I going to hit this target? Do I have the strategies in place to predictably generate 260 leads this year? And if I don't, how many more leads do I need to generate per month to actually hit that target? If you're currently generating 5 leads per month, you're a long way off from hitting that 260 leads per month, and you're going to have a very hard time of accomplishing your goal of bringing on 100 new properties under management. So ultimately, you need to ask yourself those questions, and if you do not have these strategies in place to consistently generate 260 leads this year, then you need to figure out, what can I be doing to up that lead flow? And ultimately, you also want to take a look, and in order to figure this out, ask yourself, how many leads did we generate last year? Figure out how much a client is worth to your business so that you know how much you can afford to spend to acquire a client, and then determine what methods you will implement to actually hit that goal of bringing on 260 new leads so that you can reach that final goal of adding on 100 new properties to your property management company. Hope that helped. I highly recommend you do this quick exercise so that you can get a better idea of what you need to accomplish in order to hit your growth goals. If you're looking for help to actually grow your property management company, reach out to us at Upkeep Media. We offer a free 30-minute growth marketing session. And on that call, we're going to cover our proven growth blueprint. We'll show you what your competitors are doing to bring on new properties to manage. And we'll give you some recommendations that you can walk away with and look to implement regardless of whether we work together or not. So no matter what, you walk away with value from that call. Visit upkeepmedia.com/growth to schedule your growth session, and a member of our team will reach out at the time that you had booked. Thanks so much. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the subscribe button, give us a like, and we'll see you in the next one.